Hello there, my air sign collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, air sign energy or the elementals. Good creative energy. This is a lot of clarity coming in. This is like good vibes. Oh, what we got? Well, I see the Pisces Moon. So, what's up? This is that, this is good transformative energy as well, right? There's the Moon, there's the Wheel of Fortune, and there's the Seven of Cups. How to use that Piscean energy to make healthier decisions. Moisturized, hydrated. Some of y'all, this is good sweat equity as well. You're going to have to work for it, that's for sure. But paying attention. This isn't like easy transformation energy either. So some of you air signs, cut yourself some slack with regards to growth and the options or opportunities around you. Not everything is like instantaneous. Life don't work that way, right? Some of y'all watch your favorite astrologer, see how the Pisces is kind of influencing your energy. Oh, Pisces and Cancer vibes here. This Chariot energy isn't really going nowhere. So some of you, this is that mindfulness when it comes to that. This is like really good moisturizing or really good kind of a cocooning energy. Oh, wow. So how do you use all this sort of abundance of water energy as for like a positive vibe? So instead of a deluge, it's kind of like it's like a good spa energy. So treat yourself. Definitely moisturizing. Those of us in the winter months, making sure you're moisturizing. Moisturizing. There's the King of Swords. There's the Ten of Cups. Something could seem rather counterintuitive. It's like the overabundance of water energy here. But making it something more bountiful instead of something that isn't like very positive. You don't want wet feet. Some of you, that's mindfulness when it comes to the growth with you. So there's this vibe of just the right amount. Some of you could be learning to channel that sort of creative energy as well. My creative air signs. This is like finding the inspiration. This is also that energy of if you if you moisturize your hands and then maybe you put a glove over it to kind of lock in that moisture. It's kind of like that. There's the Hermit vibes. It's very conducive to healing. So focus on the positive here. There's the Four of Wands. Steam room energy. Some of you are avoiding all that sort of chaotic energy right there with the sort of some of you, it's like a release of that sort of passionate energy. So my creatives, this could be a really good creative vibe for you. Cancerian energy almost acts like that always gives me the vibes of Shakespeare or the greats. So some of you could be going back to reading the classics or looking at things differently. There's as much like science to this as there is just like kind of going with the flow as well. So you could be reading like, I don't know if you're going from like a spiritual energy or an esoteric vibe and looking at like what actually does work. There's a lot of, this is like a lot of exfoliating energy. This is like a beautifying. Some of you could be cleaning more. You could be far more focused. It is that energy of moisturizing, but just the right amount with you. So that way you avoid like wet feet energy. So don't let that overindulgence of water energy be a negative. So whatever you need to do to kind of it's like a good cleansing energy. Maybe work up a good sweat if you can. This is definitely really good spa energy. Oh, there's a Judgment vibe. There's the Page of Pentacles. There's the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, that blessings energy, good vibes, good opportunities. And there's that Nine of Swords. A lot of this is that kind of sweat equity as well. So with the Virgo vibes there, some of you could be feeling almost a little impatient, but it takes time. Even if this is like if you go and you do like spa treatments, right? You get a good facial, or if you have work done, you have the recovery vibes. So this is very important that you take the time that you need. Allow this. This is like a good healing energy. But some people, that could be what keeps them a little stuck or stagnant. There's like abundance energy here at that Ten of Pentacles. A lot of you, this is the grunt work that nobody likes to do. But it kind of is what it is. Emphasis on the looking good, feeling good. So some of you could be, it does feel like spa treatment energy, whether you can afford to go to a spa or this is just like you taking care of yourself. Use all that water energy as a good like healing vibe, as a good like moisturizer. It's almost like aloe vera or coconut oil or whatever your choice of moisturization is. There's definitely some beautiful abundance here, but some of you, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So this is that beautiful stagnation that you need for the options, the opportunities. So you're not going to go have work done and expect to be like up on your feet the next day kind of doing what you're doing. Especially some of you with like spa treatments. Is someone like an esthetician or something like that? Because it is that beauty of like taking care of yourself and a lot of mindfulness here. So wearing your SPF even when it's kind of cloudy out, like really taking care of yourself and focusing on yourself. It's a good healing energy. Some of you air signs, this could be where you get a little impatient. My creatives especially, this could be where you're maybe feeling a little stuck or stagnant, not quite sure. If this is in regard to even a relationship or partnership, like an interpersonal connection, this is taking the time that you need. Some of you haven't met the right option or haven't gotten the right option or opportunity or met the right person yet because you're still in the sort of grunt work phase. Oh. This is beautiful retrograde vibes, but you're going to have to take the time that you need. Again, with the sort of steam energy. So, damn, there's with the Queen of Swords. There's a lot of sweat equity in this. So some of you, it isn't easy. It isn't supposed to be easy. The whole point is that you kind of, you're very mindful and you're kind of taking advantage and using that water energy to bring about this beautiful kind of transformation. Kind of the difference between soft shell crabs and hard shell crabs. My creatives, this is like a fun vibe for you too. Seamstresses, anyone that deals with textiles knows if you're sewing, the best thing to do is to kind of iron them in place first. So this is you got to do the grunt work. You got to do the grunt work before everything kind of works. If you're doing anything to make yourself feel good, right? You're not going to get that sort of instantaneous sort of results or vibes. So some of you, this is that mindfulness with that stagnation. There's this beautiful upgrade. It's a beautiful sort of vibe with you, but you have to put in the time, energy, and effort. A lot of sweat equity on this. But it's really good. It's a really good cleansing vibe as well. This is like finding that perfect sort of healing balance. So you could be overwhelmed, wet feet energy, or you can work through it. Work through it. Brings about a very balanced energy with you. And if you're doing the work, sometimes it takes a while. So those of you focusing on like instantaneous sort of results, it doesn't really work that way. It doesn't really work that way. But it's worth it in the end. So keep doing the fucking grunt work, air signs. Keep doing the grunt work. This is all about you. I don't feel like there's a whole lot of secondaries on this. So whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it because it's to your betterment. That it actually works for you. This is kind of like the saying, did I shave my legs for this? Or did I shave my balls for this? So whatever this is, make sure that what you're doing is actually more beneficial to you than maybe the secondary vibes. There is that stagnation. Some of you, there's supposed to be that stagnation. Some of you may feel like it's a lagging energy, but that stagnation is there for a reason. So there's like, there's the positives and then there's the negatives. And then it just kind of, you have to kind of factor in all that. This is more about the healing and making smart choices. Definitely taking the time that you need. Some of you probably need a little bit more extra time. If you don't moisturize, make sure you're moisturizing because it is that energy of, you know, if you moisturize your hands or your feet and then you put a glove or something on it to kind of make that moisture sort of lock in, it's a lot of spa energy. So treat yourself, take care of yourself. It's a beauty vibe. But a lot of you know a lot of that kind of, it takes a while. Beautiful results, beautiful transformation here, but damn, it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. For my creatives, most definitely. Air signs, mindful of the throat chakra. King of Cups there with the Nine of Wands. Oh, this is beautiful energy. Over top of all that, there's the Empress vibes. Those of you, if you know the musical War Paint, this is kind of like that energy. Emphasis on like the beauty, feeling good, looking good, taking care of yourself. This mindfulness as well. And War Paint was about what, Rubinstein and Elizabeth Arden. So some of you, there's almost that sort of competitive vibe on this as well. But it's definitely different. There's an interesting dynamic with a lot of you. Some of you almost feel like you need to learn how to kind of encompass both. So this is like a really good creative vibe. So some of you, there could be collaborations coming for you or opportunities opening up for you that are definitely very different. It's the spa vibes energy. So keep doing the work. Some of you, that stagnation is there for a reason. So you need to focus on not being so impatient. For a lot of you, this is the grunt work. You want to look good. This is kind of the vibes. This is like you want bigger, better opportunities. This is like the grunt work energy. I don't feel there's a competitive vibe. For some of you, it's kind of like this that brings about this interesting kind of duality with you. So you could be coming up with very new and very sort of creative things. And it definitely has this sort of positive effect on you. Oof. Air signs, it's more about you. Some of y'all mindful with the secondary vibes, so that could be... I don't feel like that King of Swords is kind of your energy. So, I mean, I don't know what the fuck you got going on here. Pull focus back on yourself. Take the time that you need. This is the grunt work vibes as well. My creatives, this is that sort of focusing on what's important. Childhood home, tap into your inner child, childhood memories, play, and youthful energy. This should be like bring about all sorts of positive options and positive opportunities and very focused. It's about feeling good, looking good. It's that sort of regeneration as well. So, So what are you doing? This brings about upgrades, this brings about opportunities, but you got to take the time that you need. So, some of you focusing on not being so impatient. What's with the Nine of Swords? What's the Nine of Swords here with air sign energy? The Leo vibes, the Three of Pentacles. Some of you could have a Leo sign talking shit about you. I feel like you're getting attention, whether this is like positive vibes with you or not. Some of you with the group dynamic, some of you could definitely be switching up the group dynamic. Some of y'all maybe need to be mindful of a Leo or Leo season kind of factored in for you. I don't know. You're getting